changes that are in the spirit of Islam, but they would not allow changes that go against Islam. And first and foremost amongst them is Imam al-Shafi'i himself in his Kitab his famous book he wrote, Kitab and many scholars after him, Al-Izz ibn Abd salam, Imam al-Nawawi, Ibn Hajar, great famous ulama. Imam al-Shafi'i himself in his Kitab and Imam al-Shafi'i died in the 3rd century. He is one of the great imams. So this is not coming out of the blue. It's not coming from extreme mutasawwif. It's not coming from crazy Looney Tunes. No, this is mainstream scholarship of Islam. Imam al-Shafi'i said that linguistically bid'ah is anything that is new. And sometimes the bid'ah is sinful and sometimes it is encouraged. So he made this clear dichotomy. And he said that when is it sinful? He said if it contradicts the Quran and the Sunnah and Ijma', then it is wrong. But he said, if something is new and there is khair and good in it, and it's in conformity with the text of Islam, then this is a good bid'ah. This is a good bid'ah. Now, later on, and I'm going to give examples, don't worry. Later on, the famous great alim, Al-Izz ibn Abd salam, he died 650 something, basically 600s. Al-Izz ibn Abd salam, he is called the Sultan al-Ulama, with the title given to him. He elaborated and he said, in fact, bid'ah has the same categories as the categories of Islam, wajib and mustahab and mubah and makruh and haram. And he says there could be something as bid'ah wajib. For example, the preservation of the Quran in one book. Nothing wrong with this, it is wajib to do. And bid'ah mustahab. And bid'ah mubah and bid'ah makruh and bid'ah haram. And he has long examples of each one of them. So he is saying, look, when the Prophet ﷺ is saying every bid'ah is a dalala, he is essentially saying, you and I both know he didn't mean the linguistic meaning of bid'ah. We agree. He didn't mean the linguistic meaning of bid'ah. So what did he mean? So then Imam al-Shafi'i and those who support him, it's not just the Shafi'i madhab. Please understand. You will find many of the scholars, and essentially this is, let's say, modern Sufism by and large comes under this camp. All of the madhab, modern Sufism and many that are non-Sufi as well, they will come under this camp. It's not just Imam al-Shafi'i. They will say that when the Prophet ﷺ is saying every bid'ah is a misguidance, he means the bid'ah that is makruh and haram, not the linguistic bid'ah. And I'll give you examples that will clarify in a while. Okay, so this is the first camp. And that camp essentially is saying that not every change, even within Islam, is wrong. And you can have small changes that are found in other texts. For example, the Quran preservation, we know we're supposed to preserve Islam. We know we're supposed to help the deen. It's not as if it's coming out of the blue. It's not coming out of thin air. And of course, the famous example that's always given over and over again is when Umar ibn al-Khattab gathered the people for Salat al-Tarawih in Ramadan. And he said, because he came to the masjid one night in Ramadan and he found everybody praying on his own, separate. So he said, why don't we all gather them behind one imam? And so he told Ubay ibn Ka'b, who was the aqra'uhum li kitabillah, to lead the Tarawih.